What's up guys, QHA3 Austin here, and welcome to my review of Doctor Strange. So this review is going to be in 4 sections: storyline, acting, special effects, and special to this review, connections to the MCU. So let's get started on the storyline. The storyline is about Dr. Stephen Strange, who is one of the world's top neurosurgeons, and he ends up getting in a car accident and has to give up his profession since he lost the ability to control his hands the way that a surgeon needs to in order to perform effectively. He then travels to Nepal, where he meets the Ancient One and learns to become a sorcerer. He then has to protect Earth from Caecilius, who wants to give Earth to Dormammu, an entity from the Dark Dimension who absorbs worlds. I wasn't really sure about rooting for Steven at the beginning, since he comes off as an arrogant asshole, and the car accident was totally his fault because he was speeding and looking at his phone, so I felt no sympathy for his recovery struggles. I should also mention at this point that I've never read the comics before. I just watched this movie without any real prior knowledge to the character, so forgive me if I end up criticizing things that are source material and should, make sense to the character, but as someone who had no prior knowledge of the comics, it feels kind of weird to me. But regardless, it took me probably half an hour into the movie to get on board with him and, start rooting for him. Also, Caecilius, the main villain, or I guess technically secondary villain, could have used some more character development. He's basically just a villain because the movie says he is. Like, it shoves it in your face. The overall story wasn't bad, but it could have benefited from maybe 20 more minutes of footage purely for developing some characters and some subplots and all that. Acting. I think I'm gonna drop this aspect from future reviews, since I usually don't mention anything outstanding. It's just, oh, it was good and all that. And this movie's no exception. Everybody was, great in it, but it wasn't like, outstanding. Nothing that I, would give special praise to. Everybody served their purpose in it. Special effects, easily the best part of this movie. I was absolutely blown away by all of the illusions and the dimensions that are shown. Watching in 3D really helps with these scenes, making you feel like Steven as he's traveling through time and space. I liked how the transition between scenes in the mirror dimension to the real world, or scenes in astral projection mode to them fighting in their real bodies, it felt really natural, like, it was done seamlessly, like it could have really been happening. So, definitely best part of the movie, easily, was the effects. And connections to the MCU. These may not be all of the ones in the movie, but these are the ones that I caught. It's told that the Avengers protect Earth from physical threats, while the Sorcerers protect Earth from mystical and dimensional threats. I thought that was a really good way to explain it, because it gives Doctor Strange his own sense of purpose in the MCU. The Eye Artifact, which I forget its real name, the Green Eye, is told to be an Infinity Stone, which connects all the way back to the Phase 1 movies with the Tesseract and all that. And probably the biggest one of all, the mid-credits scene sets up the events of Thor Ragnarok and confirms that Doctor Strange will be in it. Now, Thor was never my favorite character in the MCU, but Doctor Strange teaming up with him gives me excitement for his next chapter. So, overall, I would give the movie an 8 out of 10, because while the effects were absolutely incredible, the storyline and some of the characters could have used some more development. Like, as I said earlier, I think that maybe, not even 20 minutes, but maybe even 10 minutes, just a little more development on some things and kind of, building things up to the climax of the movie would have been better for the movie, would have benefited it. So, that's my review of Doctor Strange. I did really enjoy it, mainly because of the effects. And, yeah, so thank you guys for watching, or listening, I should say. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. So until then, Peace out.